Please center yourself and join with me in an invocation. God of our hearts, as students of thy divine and mystical laws, quiet the sounds of fear, grief, sorrow, depression, hate, revenge, and anxiety, which may come to our hearts and our minds, to our ears and our eyes. Raise our consciousness above these clouds, higher, higher, still higher, until we are once again within thy light. For thy light is full of constructive purpose and understanding. And while within this light, infuse our being with thy meaning, love, wisdom, and understanding, that we may transmit these by means of illumined service into the heart and minds of all humankind. Have us to know that within our being are thy peace and thy power, thy love and thy understanding. In trying to communicate to you the message which lies within my consciousness, it is my desire that you will be able to sense and feel that invisible divine and spiritual energy which flows through the spoken word. And is my desire that it will flow through the words which I will speak. In these tumultuous times which our consciousness are now experiencing, I wish to make one thing perfectly clear, and that is that the state of humanity is sound and humankind is rapidly awakening. This does not mean that we do not have things to change and much work to do. It does mean that all the pessimism regarding the future of the planet must be stopped and transmuted. As we read the news proclaiming acts of violence, crimes, and abuses taking place, as we become aware of and see and hear the scenes of terrorism and atrocities being brought to our consciousness, we must become resolute and begin to use the higher aspects of our being and consciousness in perceiving these. Right perception of that which we hear and see is of extreme importance. If our perception is faulty, our thoughts and our actions will be faulty. Right thought and actions always follow right perception. Our spiritual eyes and ears must hear and see for us. We must desire them to see and to hear as God sees and hears. We are to seek cosmic understanding of experiences and happenings of the time. We are to become aware of and utilize our spiritual faculties. There is little doubt that these need to be developed. For before we can truly see, our human eyes must become incapable of tears. And before we can truly hear, our human ears must have lost its sensitiveness. How do we obtain this, you ask? You may state that indeed you desire to truly see, but you want to maintain your tears. You do desire to hear and to perceive correctly, but not to lose your sensitivity. With such addicted desires and wants, you are proclaiming that you desire to see and to hear only with your mortal, human, fallible, and transient faculties. If so, you will then continue to permit the small self to see for you and cause you to shed tears of illusion for what it sees. The small self will continue to bring to you all the details, bits, and impressions of every turn, causing you to weep and wail, producing disharmony and imbalance of the body, mind, psychological, and emotional being. I plead with you to see with the faculties of your true nature, the eyes of your higher spiritual self. Begin to hear with the inner ear and to see with the inner eye. Ask the indwelling soul and master within to see for you and to hear for you that which is coming to your eyes and ears. The inner faculties see beyond and through appearances and illusions. Your emotional system is protected and can only be stimulated by the soul. Your inner divine faculties see with an understanding that surpasses human knowledge. Its seeing and hearing is based upon realization of its oneness with God, its non-separation from God, its remembrance of centuries and lives past, and its knowing of that which is beautiful, good, and true in the eternal now and within the human future. These infinite faculties are within you and are of you. They are designed to reveal the truth for you. Develop a relationship with them. As you develop a relationship with the attributes of the true self, you are developing a relationship with God, the source of all wisdom. Your human faculties will become as useful instruments through which cosmic wisdom and love will flow. This only requires your thoughts, realization, commitment, and usage. When we depend upon our fallible human brain, human eyes and ears, we will continue to accept, see, and hear that which another human being, another fallible mind whose job it is to select, to choose, and to deliver to you the news which you will see and hear, and to impress this news upon your mind and your consciousness. From this limited selection of events, you develop your sense of the world and what is going on in it. If you accept this, you will begin to think thoughts of the quality of the world that you perceive. In so doing, you enhance that world. Watch your perceptions, thoughts, beliefs, and feelings generated by the news brought to your mind. How are you to avoid this enslavement? By realizing and by being aware at all times that you have options. An option to see and to hear with the small mundane self, or to see and hear with the inner higher faculties. First begin to know and practice your true self. This self is as real and functional as your physical self is. Know this and practice using it. Give birth, if I may use this analogy, to this self, as painful and tedious it might at first seem. Develop a relationship with it. Give up old patterns of thinking and believing and speaking from the small ego self. This inner divine child will grow up to be the cherished sons and daughters of God. This divine inner self will radiate and proclaim through your daily life its perfect image, the image of God. Remember that you have a complete freedom of choice. Pray affirmatively that everyone realizes that they have a complete freedom of choice, that God is with and within them. With this realization, they will begin to practice goodwill and right relations. Nothing is stronger than the spirit of humankind. The spirit of humankind must evolve. Nothing can stop it. Pray that every heart and mind receives strength, courage, and knowledge to continue to grow in the expression of God's attributes and will. Pray that we not grow impatient, weary, or faint. We will grow strong if we remember who we are. We are to evolve as a result of the recent tragic experiences. Do not go back to your life as usual. Be determined to learn, develop, and move forward at all costs. Abolish fear. It has no place in your life now. Replace it with the knowledge that you are watched over, guided, and protected. Create this security daily and always remember that cosmic law gives your thoughts the right to manifest and to create. Create this world for you and for others. You are to have new values and new standards of being, a new sense of security and safety. Your capacity to love and to care has increased. Do not let circumstances cause you to tire or to slide back to complacency and omission. Let it serve to strengthen your resolve. Seek to manifest this expansion and extension of consciousness in your daily lives. Send an abundance of compassion, love, peace of mind, and strength to those who suffered and are suffering. Guide the souls in transition into the light. You don't have the time to feel sorry for yourself or others, or to fear. Send that which helps, light and love. And do not forget to see yourself bathed in light and love. As Rosicrucians, we must be active, silent workers. A host of others are with you. It is the manner and quality of the expression of man's free will which creates the world in which he lives, experiences, and realizes. God has never stopped loving humankind. Let us fight all battles in the spirit of love and service for the benefit of all humankind of every race, nation, religion, and culture. God works in many ways through many faiths and religious agencies. But through all of these, he proclaims there is unity and the plan. May we see and live that brotherhood, that unity. We must broaden our objective from that of a personal evolution to that of an evolution of all humankind. God has created laws by which the universe is to be governed. Humankind has continued to set these laws into creative motion by thoughts, prayers, motives, intentions, the tongue, and beliefs. They are the right tools. Use them always for the good. Humankind is responsible for creating the good, the beautiful, and the true, which we want to experience. We are co-creators with God. The quality of our thoughts, beliefs, intentions will determine and manifest our world. There is work to do, and we who are on the path, with knowledge of God and God's laws, and with love and goodwill in our hearts, must do the work. It is sad to hear one say, "I am just one person. How can I make a difference?" You are not just one person. You are inseparable from God and all fellow human beings. Your thoughts, prayers, motives, and intentions, when positive, have the potential of becoming 100-fold, 1,000-fold, for they attract constructive cosmic forces and are attracted by and drawn to the thoughts, prayers, and motives of others of like kind. These energies, by cosmic law, will seek to manifest and become experienced realities. They will express through various forms, conditions, and experiences. This has recently been demonstrated by the outpouring of love through individuals, groups, places, and things. Look for it, and you will find it. Although this outpouring of love that is now seen everywhere may soon seem to fade, and the enthusiasm to help may seem to lessen, it is our responsibility to see that it doesn't. Do this with the creative power of your prayers, your thoughts, visualizations, beliefs, and feelings. These are every Rosicrucian's silent tools of power. Enlightened people throughout the world also use them. Do not grow weary or tired. Use them. Your higher self will aid you. Love transmutes hate. You do not have to experience hate when love is flooding the mind. Unconditional love heals without going through all the lower emotions. If you are there, permit the soul to flood you with its love and with its peace. This is a beautiful planet with beautiful and loving and caring people. Proclaim this every day. Create this every day. Let this be your continuous and honest thoughts. Keep saying it until sincerity kicks in and your soul joins with you. See what happens to you, to your environment, to your world. Refuse to carry the thought or belief that the world is dangerous or that God's people are evil. Your inner faculties and its wisdom awaits to tell you differently and will urge you to claim your cosmic heritage and power. It knows how to create as God created. All of God's creation is good. Our call is to create that which we desire God to manifest. You were created in God's image with God's attributes. Let these inner faculties convince you that you are one with the souls of your fellow human beings throughout the world. Your true self is not influenced by the appearances of cultures, races, or religions. These are limitations and incomplete perceptions of the material self. You are a citizen of the spiritual universe. Take full advantage of your citizenship. Appearances do not change the indwelling soul's love and sense of oneness. At this time, beloved, you are ready to sacrifice the lower self in all humility. Let it go, and let the real self, God the Master within, be in charge of your life and all of your affairs. We have work to do. Let go of the fallible human will and invite cosmic will to express itself through you as you. Let us redirect our intentions and our desires. Know that we are able to love unconditionally. We are able to let God's wisdom, courage, strength, knowledge, love, light, intelligence express themselves in, through, and about our being, and through all of our experiences. We are to elevate and expand our service to humanity. In doing so, we will begin to express in our lives every God attribute, talent, wisdom, and potential that we can and should in fulfilling the purpose of life, ever conforming to cosmic will and cosmic law. We will feel happy, safe, and secure in body, mind, and spirit, and will enjoy a sense of fulfillment. From this day forward, let us desire this for ourselves, our fellow Rosicrucians, our loved ones, and all humanity. Now, beloved, maintaining your silence, I wish for you to stand up and stretch yourself as you breathe deeply, letting all the air out. Breathe deeply and stretch. Now, take your seat as we have further work to do. The human attributes of imagination and visualization, when properly used, can serve to heal us in our physical, emotional, mental, psychological, and spiritual nature. At this time, let them purify and heal us, thereby preparing ourselves for higher cosmic service. Please sit relaxed in your seats and close the eyes. Gently ask the mind to relax your body and to still the mind. Now begin to breathe slowly and deeply according to your own rhythm as you listen to the sweet vibrations of the music. Listen with the ear of the mind as if located in the center of your head. With the aid of your mind, carry the attention to the area of your chest and send the consciousness around and around the chest in a counterclockwise motion. Now bring this motion to a stop in the front of the chest. Take slowly another deep breath and permit the consciousness to penetrate the chest and see it shining as a beautiful white light, bathing the heart and all the centers within its radius. See this and feel this. Sense and feel your lungs expanding and contracting as it too is bathed by the white light, which is full of love. The lungs bringing into the body the sweet and holy air, which is divine and is indeed the breath of God, which makes you a living soul. Now, beloved, take another deep breath. Permit the consciousness to flow to the area of your head and there send it around and around the head in a counterclockwise motion. And slowly bring this motion to a stop and gently send it to the very center of the head. And there let it rest as you listen to the sweet vibrations of the music. Listen with the ear of the mind as if located in the very center of the head. Let the music flow to you and bathe your being with its celestial loveliness. The great Aquarian age baptizes humankind with the waters of compassion and universal love. These vibratory essences purify the body, mind, and the spirit. They spiritualize the intellect and establish the basis for right human relations and goodwill. They prepare us for a higher commitment to cosmic service. Take another deep breath and come with me as we imagine that we are walking in nature. The sun is shining so pleasantly above us, and the sky is a perfect blue. As we walk through this beautiful meadow of green grass and colorful flowers, we see that we are approaching a beautiful, gentle waterfall, falling gracefully from a small mountain top. As we approach the waterfall, we see that it falls gently into a small, shallow, circular pool before it continues flowing as a pristine mountain stream through the meadows. As we view this, we begin walking ceremoniously toward the waterfall and step into the shallow pool. Sense the soothing effect of the water upon your feet. As you walk further into the pool, we lift back our heads and walk under the gentle waterfall, permitting the pure waters to bathe our face and heads. Sense and feel your head being bathed by a refreshing stream of gentle waters. The energies of the waters pass through your whole body, cleansing you of all impurities. Feel the refreshing waters as it passes through your head and entire body, washing away all tensions, fears, and anxieties. See this, beloved, and feel this. The sun continues to shine brilliantly above and is now sending its rays of pure white light through the water and into your being. We are now being bathed by the lighted waters, which further purifies, refreshes, and regenerate our whole being. See this and feel the lighted waters flowing through you, removing all fear, doubt, anxieties, and impurities of your mind, body, emotional, and psychological being. Now take another slow and deep breath. Take another of these breaths, and as you exhale, let your inner self rise up within you and permit it to flow up into the heavens, shining as a beautiful and loving white light. As it flows higher and higher, it shines whiter and brighter. You notice all your earthly worries, burdens, and fears have disappeared. The lighted waters of compassion has transmuted them. You are refreshed, harmonious, secure, and at peace. Relax and receive this profound love and inner peace. Now, beloved, come with me. We are now prepared to perform a higher realm of cosmic service. You are within the mind and heart of God, receiving of God's light and God's love. You are connected to an inexhaustible source of cosmic light and love. This cosmic light and love will forever surround and enfold you. It is your protection from harm and from fear. From now on, wherever you are, this light and love will be with you. Let us now take a deep breath and turn our gaze down toward the earth plane. And let us radiate vibrations of love, compassion, and understanding to all of humanity. Send your inexhaustible source of cosmic light and love into the hearts and minds of all humankind, healing, blessing, strengthening, and awakening, all according to cosmic law, all according to God's will. Now, beloved, as our final mission, take once again another deep breath and let the eyes of your mind and soul carry you to the United Nations building. You need not have seen the building. Your inner consciousness knows where it is. See all the flags of every nation of the world being displayed there, but forgetting their cosmic mission and purpose. As you gaze upon these flags, desire that they receive symbolize and manifest their cosmic mission and purpose. Take another deep breath. And with the will of your soul acting through you, raise all the flags of the nations of the world up into the lighted heavens. Raise them. The cosmic masters will assist you. Now light them with the light that flows through you. Having lighted them, now vibrate them with the vibrations of universal brotherhood. Perform this service, Fratres and Sorors, as the cosmic masters assist you. Now, return the flags back into the United Nations building. They now vibrate with cosmic love and universal brotherhood. They will infuse the whole environment with these vibrations. All who look upon them now will perceive a higher meaning and purpose. Beloved, you have served well. Relax now and take slowly and deliberately 5 deep breaths. And as you do so, descend back to the earth plane. Relax and take slowly and deliberately 5 deep breaths as you descend back to the earth plane. Feel yourself seated in your chair and feel your feet upon the floor. You are back to the earth plane, and you can feel yourself in your chair. Now, when I ask you to do so, take 5 more deep breaths, and at the conclusion of the 5th breath, you may open the eyes, feeling refreshed, invigorated, and wide awake. Take those 5 deep breaths now. At the conclusion of the 5th breath, open the eyes, feeling refreshed, invigorated, and wide awake.